Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
The thing is, you've just been watching too much damn sports your whole life. You don't know that there are other things that exist.
That is true. I will not argue your point.
Mike, the intern, Ned Reynolds in the studio. Thank God it's Friday. So the area teams that we had in the state baseball finals, did they get the dubs they needed?
Not yesterday, they did not, and we have one remaining. The two yesterday finished in second place, and there's really, Mike, nothing wrong with that at all. It's a silver medal, for heaven's sake. Fairgrove got shut out by Fatima, 2-0. That was the Class 3 state championship game. And then Logan-Rogersville, the Wildcats, fell behind Chillicothe 9-1 and staged a great comeback. Logan-Rogersville really put it to them down the stretch, but couldn't quite overcome the deficit. And Chillicothe won 9-7 over Logan-Rogersville. So both the Fairgrove team and Logan-Rogersville in Class 4 finished in second place. One team today scheduled to play. That'll be in Class 5. The Marshfield Blue Jays take on St. Louis Vianney, and that will be the semifinal game. So the hope now rides on Marshfield, one state champion so far, and that's the Miller Cardinals.
And big again, I would like to reiterate what you just said. You know, it sucks that they didn't get the in, but man, making it that far in this state is a huge accomplishment. So, boys, you did good.
Only be one winner.
Aaron Rodgers, baby, he's a Steeler now, and it couldn't have happened to a better organization, in my opinion.
Well, he was, in my opinion, it's no big surprise. He was playing cat and mouse for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think maybe the Minnesota Vikings may have expressed some interest in Rodgers, but it was really the Steelers with whom he was going to go, if he was going to go anywhere. Well, he is. He wants to play. Rodgers' ego is such that he wants to continue, maybe for 1 or 2 more years, whatever the case. He hasn't signed the contract yet, but I think he will this morning with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that will put Aaron Rodgers as their probably anointed leader on the field. And Mike Tomlin, their coach, has said, hey, the guy's been around actually longer than Mike has, and he can play the game if he has the team to back him. They didn't with the Jets. I mean, the Jets are awful. Come on. And while he being Rodgers, tried his best, he suffered that Achilles tendon injury to start out with a couple of years ago. That didn't help. See what happens with the Steelers, but I don't think they're going to win any championships with him, but they'll be all right. They'll win some games.
I am not the biggest Steelers fan, so like I said, it's funny to watch it from afar. Women's title match is set at the French Open. Who and when?
The women's title match will be late tonight, our time, very early in Saturday over in Paris, France. And it is Aryna Sabalenka, who is a very, very, very good and high-seeded player. And she is facing the American Coco Gauff, who has made it into the title round. Now, these two have played 10 times since the turn of the year in various other tournaments, and it's 5-5, their matchups. So this will be very, very interesting. Coco Gauff versus Aryna Sabalenka. That will be the women's championship. The men play their semifinals today. Yannick Sinner is the number 1 tennis player in the world, and who's he playing? Novak Djokovic. That will be one of the semifinals. The other is Carlos Alcaraz, who is the number 2 seed, and he's playing a guy who nobody expected to be there, Lorenzo Musetti, and that will be the other semifinal. The winners play for the men's title on Sunday. I'd really love to see Djokovic there, but he's been put through the ringer at 38 years old. I wonder if he has the stamina. We will see.
Don't sell him short. And like I said, you owe him a love song if he makes it all the way, Ned. And the Cardinals and Royals had a nice doubleheader yesterday. And like I said, it was nice to be able to listen to that game pretty much the rest of my workday.
And there were 2 of them. They had the day game and the night game. I dislike that concept completely. I want 2 for the price of 1, but no, this is 2 for the price of 2. Anyway, the day game, Cardinals appeared to have it lost. Kansas City had a 3-0 lead, and they had Noah Cameron, the phenom from St. Joe, Missouri, on the hill. Took him out in the 7th inning, I'm assuming because of a pitch count. He's just a young kid. But if they did, a big mistake. Well,
huge mistake.
Yeah, you bring in the relief corps, and the Cardinals teed off on that relief corps. But actually, it was 4-4 in the 10th inning. The Royals took the lead 5-4. You knew that wasn't going to be enough because their bullpen could not hold it. And St. Louis came back to win the first game 6-5. So what happens in the second game, the night game? Almost the very same scenario. Royals get off to a lead. They were up 5-2, I believe it was, at one time. And here come the Cardinals back, tie the game 5-5, only this time the Royals score a couple of runs and hold on, and their pitching did hold on. So 7-5, Kansas City gets the win in the second game, split of a doubleheader, and now each goes on to the weekend series. And for the Cardinals, it is the big, bad Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yes, sir.
And that'll be this weekend.
Yeah, and the Royals go to south side of Chicago to face off with the White Sox. Hopefully they can gain some ground in that tight AL division. Also, it'll be nice to hopefully get some dubs in Chicago before they head to New York against the Yankees.
That's
so
right.
they've got their own problems. What about the Springbirds? They're in
Frisco,
That's
Texas.
what I thought.
And they have laid waste to the Frisco Rough Riders. Frisco had one of the best records in the Texas League until Springfield came in there. Springfield's won. They just have clobbered them. Did last night 6-2. J.J. Weatherholt with 2 for 4 and 2 RBIs, and Springfield's playing really, really well. They're pulling away now in the Northern Division of the Texas League. Frisco already in pretty good shape in the Southern Division, but still a while to go. It's a 70-game first half of the season, and they're what, about 56, 57 now, somewhere around there. So Springfield wins, have the weekend now down in Frisco, Texas.
And last but not least, we've got ourselves the NBA championship, pretty much a Midwest NBA championship.
It is Indiana versus Oklahoma City, and Oklahoma City is the overwhelming favorite, and you saw that for 99.9% of last night's game. 99.9%, that's right. The Indiana Pacers led at the end of the game, the only time they led, and they led it with 0.3 seconds to go in the game. Tyrese Halliburton, who is a U.S. Olympian and really the star of the Indiana Pacers team. It's a team. That's what makes it worthwhile for them. But Halliburton he's free for a shot with the seconds running out in the game. Oklahoma City leads it 110-109. Halliburton casts off from the right wing, and the ball goes through. 111-110. The Indiana Pacers, who were down by 15 points in the fourth period, come back to win it. Gallant comeback by the Pacers, so they take a 1-game-to-none lead over the favored Oklahoma City Thunder. May have been a good thing for Oklahoma City that they lost the game, but we'll see what happens. You never take your foot off the pedal. They did, and they lost.
And now they know who they're facing. And again, I think that's your point, and we'll see what happens. But I was pretty damn shocked when I woke up this morning and saw that score. Ned, you have a great weekend, and I will see you tomorrow.